So our proven model for ranking in the 3-pack is this. These are the things that Google rewards the most for. And again, this is the most recent graphic I could get. And again, some of this information has changed, but I can tell you that the #1 thing here is your Google My Business signals. The #2 thing is going to be your link signals. The #3 is your review signals. The #4 is your on-page signals. And Google wants to see synergy between your on-page signals and your off-page work, so that everything kind of comes together to get a lot of points in the point scoring system. Here's another way to look at it. So these are the 26 Google ranking factors as they are ranked. I know it's tough to see, but there's actually over 200 ranking factors. And within those 200 ranking factors, there are some sub-ranking factors. So it goes on ad infinitum. Okay, but if you just take a quick look at the top few, the relevance of overall page content, the quality of your linking the sites, et cetera, these move around a little bit and have actually, since this was published in August of last year, these bounce around a little bit. So own the search results with our proven model. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack for you what it really takes. Now that we know what Google doesn't like, this is what they like, this is what it takes. So you want to clean up all those negative ranking factors that I just showed you. Then you want to optimize and maintain all of your digital assets and your digital properties. Your website needs to be fully optimized for your most important keywords. Your third-party listings, that's with Yellow Pages, Yelp, Avo, lawyers.com, et cetera, and there's thousands of them, and you don't need to be in all of them. You don't need to be in realtor.com or RateMDs. They're not relevant to you, but you need to be in about 1,000 of them. You need hyper-optimized hosting. You need to create and acquire valued backlinks. You need content creation and syndication. You need fresh quality reviews with wide distribution throughout the ecosystem. So this example, we can see outlined in red is another one of our clients. He's got a paid ad. And again, I'm not here to talk about paid ads. I'm just showing an example, but he is above the map, beneath the map, and also in the #1 organic position. So what we're looking at here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 3 of the 7 spaces on page 1 of the SERP for corporate attorney in his city. He's dominating the map. He owns the search results. So this is another heat map. As you can see, a lot of people do look above the map. They come to the map and then they drop down. So just so you're in here, you're fine. The key is to be on the map. I want to talk a little bit more in depth about individual practitioner listings, because this is really where you can begin to dominate, especially for some specific keywords. In this particular example, we have a personal injury attorney who's a client. His name is Gary Judah. He is a partner at Judah, Cohen and Judah, PA. So in this search result, if I were just to type in personal injury attorney, they're in Plantation, Florida. If I were to type in car accident attorney, most likely his practitioner listing will not rank on the map. So what we do is we try to focus on some of the other areas of law that we can get them to rank in, so he owns the map. So basically he has 66.7% of the organic listings on page 1 for the search query, boat accidents, attorney or lawyer, boat accident lawyer in Plantation, Florida. So in essence, we created digital Google billboard for the partners and associates in the law firm. And that's his. And optimizing this properly and doing the other things that we do that we're talking about today gets him there. So it gets you found and seen for the subspecialties of law. So the other nice part about this, I'm just going to back up. The other nice part about this is that it pushes your competitors to page 2 with all the dead bodies. So the goal is to dominate maps by creating an online omnipresence, an increased digital footprint, So you get more clicks, more leads, more calls, more consultations, more clients, and more profits. That's the ultimate goal. And the quality of your marketing and intake process, and that's your side of it, will determine your conversion rate. And I can't stress that enough, the intake process. So some of the things that we use, the tools that we use to get you in the 3-pack include Google My Business, a fully optimized and maintained website with the proper metadata, your citations listed in all of the important, and I'm going to give you a list of the important directories and vertical directories for your market. Proper backlinks, both in all those directories. In the directories, you get to put a backlink in, and that adds value in the point scoring system, but backlinks in other places. So for example, if you do a press release and you get that press release syndicated to the right places, we can get high value backlinks, which Google's going to add points to the algorithm. Proper and consistent NAP and information in social media with significant engagement, and then consistent reviews throughout the ecosystem. So with reviews, you want them, you want velocity, you need a lot of them, you need frequency, you need quantity, and you need quality. And you need breadth. You've got to have a wide swath throughout the ecosystem. So the first thing you need to do is claim and optimize your Google My Business listing. So make sure you have a login for your Google My Business account. Update your company name to read company name. Don't add any keywords there. That's really important. Add your website address. This will create important inbound link. Use a local number, not an 800 number, okay? And or a tracking number. This is new. You can add a tracking number and move your primary local business number to an additional number field, which they just recently provided. You can use a local address. You have to use a local address. You cannot use a PO box or a UPS store. Make sure you select the proper Google category so that if you're in family law, you have to choose divorce law. Just don't pick lawyer. And when you upload photos, you want to upload as many as possible, but you want to use personal photos. Pictures of yourself, the partners in the firm, pictures of your staff, pictures of the office, pictures of your happy clients, your logo, pictures of you at the courthouse. People connect and resonate with other people. List your hours of operation and services offered. So the way to do it is this. You go to google.business.com to get the ball rolling and go in the right direction. And you're either going to create a new Google My Business listing or claim the listing if it already exists. So what that means is this: if you're in the ecosystem, if you're in one of those data providers, if you're in Yelp, if you're in YP, you have a Google My Business listing, you just haven't claimed it yet. And it's as simple as clicking that button or that button. That's what it looks like when you log on to Google, business.google.com. So just click the button. It says manage now, and off you go. And when you get in, this is what your dashboard looks like. And over here in the left-hand column, you can navigate. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the info button and you're going to start populating your info. You're going to go to services offered and you're going to add your services that you provide. You're going to go to photos. You're going to start uploading photos, et cetera, et cetera. So building citations with consistent NAP. There are thousands of citations across the ecosystem. I mentioned that earlier. You want to consistently reference the name of the company, the address, and the phone number. You have to keep an eye out for limited, duplicate, or incorrect business information. That is so critical. And you want to start with high domain authority citation and business listing directories first. And you can use arefs.com or moz.com to find a listing. And here's a quick little sample of about 400 of the business listing directories, just to give you an idea. Pay attention to your data aggregators. So this is a sample of a report that I pulled for a law firm, and he was only in 2 of the 4 data aggregators. which means that anybody who gets fed from factual and anybody gets fed from info group, his information isn't there. So he's not getting populated throughout the ecosystem. Basically, he scored a 50%. Last I checked, that's not a good score.